Today we're going to talk about our thoughts and feelings on all of the future sets to be released in 2024 this year.
All right.
For LEGO Star Wars. So, let's start at the top. Okay, so we've already had 2 sets this year. The Clone Trooper Android Battle Pack. That's a good set. The helmet holes hold it back from being amazing. The Crimson Firehawk is a piece of junk. Only a clown would buy that.
What are you talking about, Nick?
The Crimson Firehawk is a 4+ set.
I'm buying that.
No, you're not. Okay, let's start out with the March 2024 releases. So we have 3 midi-scale sets. The midi-scale Falcon, the midi-scale Tantive Ford, and the midi-scale Invisible Hand. Actually, a side thing. Why do people like to say the set number so much? I think it's the stupidest thing ever. They're like,
I never thought of that.
7662. Like, I couldn't care less about the set number.
Yeah, I care about the piece count. I do not care about the set number at all.
They're like, it's going to be set number 75321.
It's the stupidest thing ever.
The set number has... Why do they like it?
I don't know. Stupid.
Right?
I don't get it.
It means nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, they just go in order. Like, okay, but not really. And
yeah.
I don't know. The set number's stupid. Okay,
yeah, I agree.
Let's jump into the Millennium Falcon. So the all 3 midi-scale sets have been revealed. My favorite of them, by far and away, is the Invisible Hand. The Invisible Hand is by far the cheapest, and I think it looks the best.
Yeah, it looks real sleek. I mean, you can't go wrong with either of them. I think they all look fantastic.
Really?
I love them all. The Tantive 4 is sick.
Really? It looks a smidge off to me.
Well, how does it look a smidge off? It looks sick.
No, it just looks a little off.
I don't know. I like it. It's hard. You have to judge a set by how it looks in person, though.
I know, but just on the pictures. Like, I like the Midi Falcon.
The Falcon looks a little better. The Tantive 4 is probably the worst out of the 3.
There's something off with, like, I don't know what it is.
I think it looks good. I don't know. Do you not like how it's in the middle, how it's not that sleek? Do you think it should be tiled off in the middle?
Maybe. I don't know. There's not a lot of studs, though.
See how tiled off the Invisible Hand is? There's not a lot of studs showing. Look.
I don't care about studs.
Maybe you do, though. Look at the Invisible Hand now.
Maybe I don't like, the studs in the middle there.
Go to the Invisible Hand now. Scroll down.
I guess.
Look at the Invisible Hand. Look at how tiled off it is.
Yeah, there's not a lot of stuff.
It's tiled off.
That's why.
Yes, that's why.
But, I don't know. Yeah. It's all right. Okay, well, the Falcon's 85, the Tantive 4, 80, and the Invisible Hand's only 50, right?
Yeah.
See, that's why it just seems...
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it looks the best. How does it look compared to the Falcon? Go back to the Falcon.
But the Falcon's cool.
The Falcon looks... It's right there. They're both spot on. How much is the Falcon again?
I just kind of like... I get...
Falcon's 85.
Yeah, it's just a lot for a Falcon that could, like... I like how a Falcon where you could put figs in it. Just because it's not that big of a ship. The Invisible Hand, no matter what, is always going to be midi-scale. Just because a UCS set would still be unrealistic to size.
Yeah, you might as well buy the Falcon that is minifig scale.
But a Falcon could actually put minifigs in.
Yeah.
So
you're less... You should probably pick up the Falcon that's minifig scale. Since, they'll never make an Invisible Hand that is minifig scale. So you might as well pick up this one as a cheaper option.
And it looks, I don't know. So, like, I'd for sure get the Invisible Hand. The other 2 are going to be a pass. What about you?
Well, right now we kind of share a room, so... I mean, if you get the Invisible Hand, I also can't get it, so... I'm more into the prequel stuff. I want prequel ships.
Yeah, well, like the Invisible Hand.
You're right, the Invisible Hand. But the other 2, I like the Falcon. It's awesome, but I don't know. I'd rather go for, something else.
I like being able to, if possible, being able to put the figs inside stuff.
What's the best prequel ship you could ask for? What would you want? Have they made a midi scale?
No, a midi scale Venator pairing with the Invisible Hand would be great.
They'll probably make it though, won't they? Since they made the Invisible Hand.
Hopefully.
I
think so.
I'd much rather pick up. I mean, It'd be good to have a visible hand with a MIDI scale Venator. That would be pretty good. What about one of those, the N1 Naboo Starfighter? Do you like that or no?
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. I would love a MIDI scale and one Naboo Starfighter.
No, you want a full size. It's a small ship.
Hey, you're right. Yeah, well, what do you
A
mean?
MIDI,
They're not gonna make
MIDI scale would be
You're
like
right.
33 inches. It would be a poly bag.
I guess there's not that many. What other MIDI scale prequel ships would you want then, besides the Venator?
Oh, the Usulurk.
Uh-huh. That's the episode 1.
Like the moon with the thing in it.
Yeah. Is that what is that how you pronounce it?
Usulurk, I think.
Is it? I think it's, I don't know what the thing it's called. I think it's called the,
Make sure the editor puts it in the note. Puts it how to pronounce it.
what's it called? Does it start with an L?
Usulurk?
Looter Hulk, something Hulk.
Looser Hulk.
Looser Hulk.
Looser Hulk. Okay, Looser Hulk.
Jeez, Nick.
That was close enough.
No, that was fine.
They never say what the ship's called ever in Star Wars.
No, I don't know how these nerds always know. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, it's the...
Okay, let's move on to the next few sets. So another one coming out March 1st, Boarding the Tantive 4. What do you think about this one?
Well, it's basically identical to the Dark Trooper
Yeah.
set. I wish it was more of a diorama, less of a play set.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have that. I like that sleek black tiled off boarding with the Star Wars logo and a quote. I think they would have been better off just making it a diorama, but I guess that would have upped the price by like $30, $40.
Yeah, probably would have been 90. You could almost make it into a diorama on your own if you put black tile around it.
Yeah. How do
I
you
do like 7 figs is pretty good. Well, what would you what quote would you use? What quote would you
What
want?
do they do? What does Vader say when he's choking the rebel out?
Get me the plan. What is it?
Does he say, I want them alive?
I want her.
Doesn't he
It's
say
about
that?
Leia alive.
Remember when he walks through and they're all dead? You were part of the Alliance. Take them away. Or no, that's for Leia.
Yeah.
What does he say to the guy he chokes out?
I forget.
I don't even know. Whatever. Throw a quote in there.
Yeah, whatever. How about the 5's fig? It's way better than what did look, but still is not that good.
It just... Well, if you
These-
swap a Grandpa Clone Customs...
Yeah, but you want the fig to be cool right
Helmet.
away. Okay, the issue with the 5's, everyone loves talking about helmet holes and all this. The clones with helmet holes look cool. They could just look 10 times cooler without the holes, is the point.
Yeah.
Clones in Star Wars is one of the coolest things there are, and 5's is one of the coolest clones. He could be a top 5 fig all time if done correctly. That's the issue.
I mean, he could look just right there with Rex.
The issue is not that the fig on an absolute basis sucks. It's that relative to what it could be isn't that great.
Yeah.
Right? Like the stormtrooper, what's it called? The rebel troopers look really good to what they could be.
Yeah,
'Cause
how
it's a
much
rebel
better can they
trooper.
get?
They can't really get any better. Well, they could have dual molded legs or
Yeah,
side leg printing, but
they're decent.
the rebel trooper is about an 8.5, 9 out of 10.
You
for
can't
what
get
they
that
could
much
be.
higher. You throw a little printing on. What do you
The
do?
5's figure has extreme potential.
Yeah.
That's why it's so bad. That's why people complain about waist capes and this and that because it's been made in the past
Yeah.
and it could be made. That's the whole reason why.
It's
People
so
don't get
dumb.
that.
And in other categories, like Dune, for example, the Baron has
Or
some
even
huge
in like in the
waist cape.
collectible minifigure series, they have multiple Harry Potter figs with side leg printing. They have a Mad Eye Moody fig with dual molded legs, but each leg is a different dual mold.
Yeah.
So and these are affordable figures.
And they just,
so,
it's so dumb that they cheap out on Lego Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And it's their most profitable.
the point is that it can be done and has been done. Therefore, it should.
Yeah. I mean, the helmet just looks off. You see those two lines coming down?
Yeah,
they're not accurate.
It's cool. Like if I didn't know who he was, I'm like, oh, that's cool.
It's all right. Like,
No,
not that cool.
Objectively, it'd be cool. You would think it's a cool figure.
Yeah, you're right.
Compared to the source material and what other clones have been, it's not that good.
You're
Same
right,
thing with
yeah.
the Rex.
But imagine comparing this to the ARC Trooper from the Battle Pack. The ARC Trooper
I don't
Battle
love that
Pack.
one. That one gets a little too much. I don't.
He
love
looks
his
so much
clone.
better than him, though.
That one looks better though, for sure.
He's pretty decked out. Like, look at how the helmet looks so much different.
Okay, let's move on to the buildable R2, which also comes out on March 1st.
Who's that?
Darth
Darth
Malak.
Malik? I've never really. Here, scroll up. Let's see what he looks in Legend. I've never really read his comics.
Like the fig looks
Pretty
accurate.
sick. He looks sick.
I'm just not dying to have him,
Yeah.
so I'm not. This is not a set I'd pick up.
And I'm not the hugest R2 fan either, but R2 looks incredible.
The R2 looks really good.
This looks like Nick. If you're a fan of R2,
No, it's really good if you like R2.
Incredible.
It's just
How much?
you're confined with space.
Yeah.
Most collectors are confined with space. They don't have infinite space.
Even if you have a lot of space, if you're a big time collector and you buy a Venator and you get a Star Destroyer, and that fills up quick.
This isn't worth the space for me, and I don't know. This isn't my cup of tea. It's very cool looking. If anyone had it look great, it's not something I want.
I like R2 as a character. I think he's a great droid, but it's not one of my favorites.
Well, it's annoying that they already have one out, and I don't like them wasting sets on. There's other sets I'd rather make.
Yeah, I agree.
Would you want any buildable figure? See, how much would
What
you
about
pay?
that old school Darth Maul head?
That's cool. But
I'd
how
buy
much would you
that.
pay for it though?
Not too much. I'd pay decent money for it. What about they've never made a Django, have they? Django helmet.
No, but the helmet series I
They're
didn't
not
like
as
that
good,
much. A lot of
no.
people love the helmet
maybe
series.
Like
I
a
don't know.
really good buildable Django, like full. I don't know. Probably not though.
It's
I'd
not my thing. Well,
rather have a ship.
I
or
like
something.
minifigs, so they have an R2 minifig. I don't want a giant piece of him.
Yeah, I agree. It looks great though. If you're into it, I think it's a 10 out of 10.
It looks really good. It's just not my thing.
Yeah. Darth Malak looks sick too. He looks great. How come they don't screw up on the Sith or the Jedi? On
Jedi?
Force wielders, they always nail it.
Yeah, it's just the clones,
He
really.
kind of why don't you give him arm printing though?
Yeah, why does he not have arm printing or side leg?
Why do they cheap out on that stuff though?
I don't know.
For such an exclusive figure,
Yeah, it's a one-time makeover. Why not give him arm printing?
I don't understand.
I guess, does he really need it? He looks like his arms are just red, though.
Yeah,
I don't.
There's always room for arm printing though. You could put little.
Sometimes
creases.
I kind of like. I don't like over-detailed figs, though.
No, but you could put a little printing. It doesn't hurt. I think it'd look good.
Light
Like
printing?
Yeah, nice, and just like creases in his jacket. You know
Yeah, yeah.
that you can never go wrong with a little bit of that.
Okay, so that concludes all the March sets. Actually, never mind.
No, we have the pod racing.
The Pod Racer. Okay. We don't know how this is going to look yet, but would you want... So it's going to be micro scale.
It's gonna look like that
trench
the
run.
Death Star trench run. It's gonna look very, very similar.
It's going to look good, but will you buy it?
No,
Why?
it's just not cool enough. Like I don't have a lot of money either. If I had all the money in the world, yeah, I'll pick it up. Obviously, it's cool, but there's just better sets. You
Yeah.
should do Darth Maul battling.
Yeah, they picked they could have. I would have rather had the Darth Maul fight from this movie. It's a diorama.
Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon that's standing there. Oh my gosh.
I don't know anyone who would rather have a pod racing scene than that.
Nobody. And you just have those blast doors opening.
Or
You have an opening feature, or not even that, just have them opening. Darth Maul sitting there.
I think collectors as well would prefer something that's minifig scale. In general, when you make minifig scale things, they're more liked.
Yeah, I agree.
Like make like Watto's Junkyard diorama.
Oh my
would be
god.
so beloved.
Do you know how great that set would be? Because you can make it detailed.
Uh-huh.
You have all little droids in the back.
You'd
He's
be
working on
so
all the little
good.
parts. That would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about Dex's Diner. We really want Lego to make that. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'd love a little.
It's just, I think more in general, my bias is I like minifig scale
I'm
items.
with you. I'm with you.
The reason the UCS Cantina is so good is because you can set it up differently all the time and
Yeah.
put figs in it.
Yeah, that's why I'm always iffy on. You see those Death Stars or the Super Star Destroyer. It's awesome, but it's not even close to minifig scale, and that kind of deters me. Or the Venator.
What do you do
I
with
see
it?
it. I'm
You
like,
just-
I need it to be way bigger, and it's unrealistic. But
That's why I like the MIDI scale is good though for giant
Yeah.
ships because you get to have the cool ship.
Yeah.
It doesn't take up too much space.
my
and it's affordable.
my thought process is if the $650 Venator is not minifig scale, why not pick up
Nor even having an interior.
Yeah, why not pick up a MIDI scale version? It hasn't come out yet, but I hope one comes. Why not pick that up for what, 100, 120 bucks, 140 bucks?
Or if I'm going to pay a lot, like
You want
great, the AT-AT minifig scale. You can fit all those Snow Troopers in it. Or the UCS Millennium Falcon is minifig scale. That's what makes those sets so
Yeah,
good.
and I think if you're going to pay up that premium price, because it's a premium price, you better get minifig scale on it.
Yeah.
You know, that's why just Venator, it's a great set. I'd rather pick up an AT-AT.
I'd rather just get a Venator that's smaller because both of them are relatively micro scale to the real thing.
Yeah, man, that AT-AT set's growing on me. It's such a cool set. Can't you fit like 20 Stormtroopers in there?
A ton. I don't know how many.
That's like incredible, isn't
It's
it?
extremely good set.
It has that realism to the movies too. It's not, some minifig scale sets you still can't fit that many figs in. You can only fit like, oh, there's 3 figs. But
The only thing though is that you could get for like 150 or so the other version. So
I think with an AT-AT you want to go. If there's a minifig scale version, you have to jump on
yeah,
that.
it's really good.
You need to jump on it. It looks perfect. All right.
Let's
should
move on. Okay, so
Grogu Bark Speeder. It's only $30.
$30 coming out May 1st. See, I think this is a good set.
Yeah. Well,
This-
it's low
this is-
risk, $30.
This is way more up my alley than some of the other ones, just because you get a new Jedi. It's always cool to have a new Jedi. You get you're gonna get helmet hole clones, but still
How many are you to get? 1.
2.
Does it say that?
2 501st.
2 501st helmet
It's
hold.
interesting. They've never actually made helmet hole 501st clones alone. Because in the 501st Specialist Battle Pack, none of them are just plain 501st.
Yeah.
And in the 332nd Battle
Yeah.
Pack, they're 332nd.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But I'm assuming they're going to be just take that helmet from
Yeah.
the 332nd battle from
Yeah.
the 501st Battle Pack with a hole that has holes on it.
Yeah.
But so what? So it's $30. So you're really buying Keller and Beck
Yeah.
for like $30, and you get 2 clones.
Kind of a sweet. He might
He
look
can be really
good.
cool. The Jedi figures are all cool. They really
I really don't think they've ever gone wrong with the Jedi.
well. The Clone Wars figures kind of have the weird eyes, but any
I still like
other-
them though.
I'm a little out on them. Any other figure's been good though. So, and it's cool to have all the Jedi, and this is probably the only time he'll ever come in. So and the set's cheap. So this is a set that's a must buy, I think.
I agree. I know.
This is like the battle pack. You pick for like all those more expensive sets. Like I would rather have this than the R2. If they cost the same amount of money, I would rather have this than the R2 set.
Hot take. That R2 is cool. If it costed the same price for this little 221 piece set.
I just don't like having an R2 though. I just wouldn't want an R2 like that.
Yeah, but I mean that Darth Malik fig with it.
Yeah, but I have no emotional connection to Darth Malik. I've
Yeah.
never seen him on anything.
Yeah. Do you really
At least there's this cool scene from the Mando show.
Keller. You know the actor for
Is Jar Jar.
yeah.
And
It's
that's kind of funny,
isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah. It'd be cool to have him.
The only issue is what if they just make him look like Mace? What if they just take?
It's just the mace head.
What if they better not use the Mace head? If they reuse the Mace head, because he's bald too.
Look, it even looks like no, he looks a lot different, but
No, he looks different, but they better not use the Mace's head. That would be
that would be so
it'd be
funny.
kind of hilarious.
What if they
actually.
just put Mace in there and called him a different character? He's
It's
calling him the
Mace's
Keller
head. It's like Mace's head on.
And they're like exclusive Jedi Keller.
It's Mace's head on the robes from the Obi-Wan fig from last year's Jedi Starfighter.
Yeah. What do you think the robes will be? Will it be a cape? Will it be robes?
I don't think I think it's just gonna be robes. I think it's gonna
Because
have,
they want him to sit in the speeder, so the cape might.
they might leave him a cape. They kind of hook it up with capes normally.
How do you feel about capes in general, instead of actual like cloth robes?
I think robes are too hard to make detailed for a figure.
What if you made them capes a little more robe-like? Like they wrap around just a little more.
I really like how Jedi look. The hood piece and the robe, I've always thought looks good.
It kind of looks like a cape with the
It
combo.
does because the cloak is big.
Yeah.
And then
Would it be nice though if it like wrapped around the
the
fig a
cloak's
little
not
more?
tight though; they're loose.
It is loose. I would like a piece that almost had two capes kind of glued to
maybe,
each other.
Maybe they just need to make the cape a little, but then it looks like a
Because
cape.
do you know Obi-Wan in on Camino, how he was fully wrapped in his robe, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if he had two capes,
Maybe they could do
And
a
you-
little more cape,
like a fully wrapped robe?
But I just don't think it needs to be that detailed.
No, but I think they could do a little better job making it. I mean, a little more
It'd be interesting to see
realistic.
a more.
A little less capey, a little more roby.
Actually, see, no, I kind of like the printing. I just like really good printing, like on the Obi-Wan fig from the Camino one.
yeah,
how
I'll
he has
take
the
that.
printing.
No, that's good.
Because then you put that plus the cape,
That looks
and
good.
you put the hood, and that looks good enough.
Yeah.
I think I like that.
Yeah.
There's other issues I'd want to fix first.
Yeah, I agree. And you could always take off the cape if you really don't like it too, and they look, I mean, great.
Okay, now let's move on to the next item. So on May 1st,
May,
the
yeah.
buildable Droideka comes in. It's probably going to look really cool.
I agree. I like Droidekas too. They're probably my favorite droid. I mean, what's better than a Droideka? Maybe
Yeah.
a tactical droid?
And I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't,
just,
yeah.
buildable things are cool, just not my cup of tea.
What would you buy any buildable anything? Like a sweet,
Like what?
like Anakin from Revenge of the Sith with Sith eyes or something?
I'd rather just have a good minifigure.
What about Wat Tambor, buildable fig?
No.
No?
I don't know. I don't like.
I'd totally buy.
To me, a buildable fig turns into an action figure, and it's a different. Like buildable figs is trying to be like an action figure. Or like I really don't like brickheads. I think they're terrible looking.
They look terrible.
Brickheads are just a knockoff of the pop thing. What's it called?
Funko Pops?
Funko Pops. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
They
don't.
look-
And then buildable.
Does
figure-
anyone? People have to buy. They buy brickheads, right?
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't make them if people stopped buying them.
Yeah, well, they're trying to compete with Funko Pops. And then buildable figures are the same thing as action figures ish to me. I know they look good, but to look really good, they have to be really expensive just for all the pieces. So if I wanted like a bigger
Yeah,
thing,
it's-
I would rather buy like an action figure or statue-ish thing. I like Legos for the minifig and how you could have the cool surrounding of the minifig, not for like ultra detail.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Minifigs look best when they're surrounded with a good environment. That's why I love that Batman Returns poly bag
Yeah.
on the gargoyle. That'd be awesome if they made more that for Lego Star Wars. You know?
yeah, they need Lego Star Wars polybags with figs.
Something with a little good display item. You could display it on, it looks good.
Just high quality figs, more high quality figs.
Yeah, I agree. Get rid of helmet holes.
Okay, and then the May 4th UCS set's going to be the UCS TIE Interceptor. It's going to look really cool. I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah. How many of these have they made?
Some people love this, and they love the UCS style thing of it. I don't know. I'm kind of, there's too much original trilogy. I like prequel stuff more. They've made it before.
What's wild
I
is
can't remember.
look
the
at
single-
the 2000s version. Look at how many studs were on it.
I know.
They're gonna
It's
tile
gonna
that
look
sucker
really,
off.
It's going to look really good.
It's gonna look clean.
Like the UCS X-Wing looks really good. It's just not minifig scale.
Yeah.
And so
it looks super good.
it's really good
in
looking.
person too.
Uh-huh.
When we saw that,
It was so cool.
amazing. And it's all tiled off. It's smooth. You know, I like that. But
Can you remember when the UCS TIE Interceptor was ever in the movie? When is there a UCS TIE Interceptor? Like we've seen the movies plenty of times. What scene? I know there's always TIE fighters, and I remember Vader's TIE fighter. Vader's TIE fighter is cool.
in does Vader never drives the
No,
interceptor?
he has. I think he has
He has
Vader's
his
TIE
own.
fighter.
Doesn't he have the interceptor?
I don't know. But the point is that you can't remember.
Let me look it up.
I don't think he does.
The TIE Advanced.
What's the TIE Advanced? Press images.
Let's try. TIE Interceptor. I'm trying to think. Yeah, didn't Vader drive it?
He has like his own. I don't know.
Didn't he? And
Does he fly it?
doesn't he in one of them? I think he does, doesn't he?
I know he has Vader's TIE fighter. It's like smaller. His is cool. I would like Vader's TIE fighter.
Yeah.
But I would want UCS where it's
Pilot
minifig
style with
scale.
TIE.
Like instead of making it $240 version, I'd like a $150 version.
Yeah, it's just
extremely
TIE.
detailed.
Yeah, just
But the point is that You
Yeah.
can't remember like a scene of the TIE
I'd
interceptor.
rather just have a TIE fighter.
I'd rather just have TIE fighters.
The TIE fighters are sweet. I like the Are the interceptors bigger? Because the TIE fighters are sweet. I like how they're vertical wings. They look sweet.
Yeah, I don't like them that much though, just because, like, I don't like stormtroopers that much, just because they kind of suck at fighting.
Oh my gosh.
Like TIE fighters,
Yeah.
they never hit anyone. Like the
and then
Millennium
the
Falcon,
X-wings are destroying all the TIE
the
fighters. The
Millennium
Millennium
Falcon
Falcon.
never gets touched.
No, it's for sure.
Like maybe if TIE fighters were more badass, I would respect them more.
Even Vader when he's in his TIE fighter, like what happened?
No, he takes out the 2 pilots.
You're right.
He's down there in the trench.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I mean, if Vader's in it, he's gonna be a
Vader,
baller.
but yeah, I don't know.
I'd rather have an X-wing. I'd rather have an X-wing.
Yeah, the X-wing's cool. Well, you could remember how many scenes can you remember with X-wing? Oh, when Luke blows up the Death Star. Oh, when Yoda raises it. Oh, when Luke flies it to Dagobah. Like, oh, when Luke uses it to leave Hoth.
Yeah.
Or a UCS Snowspeeder. I just would like. I'd rather like a UCS
What is that?
minifig
Is
scale.
that a T-67?
I don't forget what it's called.
It's the T-67.
But why does they always have to make it bigger than minifig scale? Like a really like 100.
They could charge more.
It'd just be interesting how a $150 version of it, because like the play set could be $40.
Yeah.
You make a $150 version with tons of parts, more advanced, and it looks really clean. But the fig fits in it. That's what I like.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd be way more likely to
and
buy that.
how about this? Could they make like a stand with it and an environment, like more of an environment with it?
So
if it's
more like a
minifig scale,
diorama?
yeah. So you make it smaller, but then you add a little environment to it. So you say, oh, let's add some,
Instead of just making a bigger.
So maybe it's the X-wing that's minifig scale, but you put it in the Dagobah system. You have like a background, like it's going to the Dagobah system.
That'd
If
be
you
neat.
build up like a MIDI scale,
Like you just build. So the Starry Night,
yeah,
like that style thing. You build the set.
like
Standing, and then it's a background, so it's 2D
Yeah,
of like
of
space or something. Would be really cool
oh my gosh, that's a great idea.
for like the UCS.
So make the
sets.
mini scale, and then you could have it you could have it scaled back as it goes along. So you start minifig scale, and then it slowly zones out into space. That would be great. Yeah, be a big fan of that.
Okay, our next set we can talk about for 2 seconds. Commander Cody Brickheads.
Pass. Oh wait, hold up. How sick is Palpatine?
No, but that's just a mock. Okay.
Oh, is that the They didn't release the
Yeah, that's the
images
piece
yet?
from Vader's castle. Really, it's probably not going to come on it.
Oh, okay.
Sith Infiltrator. Okay, this could be cool. So actually,
$70.
I heard, $70 isn't
$640.
that bad. I heard that's going to be Maul, Qui-Gon, young Anakin, and Saw Gerrera. Saw Gerrera is going to be the mini exclusive fig for it, which
You
is
like
a cool
Saw
fig.
Gerrera?
He's cool.
They just throw him in every single thing. He's like, oh, he's in the Clone Wars. Oh, he's in Rebels.
You know what?
He's in the sequels. Like, okay, I've
know,
had
I
enough
don't-
of Saw Gerrera.
He's not in the seat.
Isn't he?
No,
What's he in?
he's in.
Oh,
Solo.
no, never mind. Sorry, not
Or
the
he's not in
sequel.
Solo.
Yeah,
He's in.
Is he in Solo? He's not in
No,
Solo.
he's in
Rogue One.
Rogue One.
Yeah.
He's good in Rogue.
He's
fine.
everywhere, though, Nick.
Okay,
I can't. I'm
you know,
not
I
the
don't
biggest
like
fan of him.
characters who weren't in the prequels or sequels who have a too much screen time for intermediate
And
things.
who's that?
Ahsoka.
And
Saw Gerrera. Like,
Saw Gerrera.
they're like, when they have a character like that, it's hard for me to buy in how real the character is just because you
Yeah.
know they're not in for any of the real stakes.
Yeah, you're right.
It's cool. It's cool, but it's just not.
Yeah.
it's hard to buy in.
Am I excited for Saw Gerrera? No. I don't really care
Okay,
about
let's
him.
say you're on Bricklink and you see Saw Gerrera for $15. Would you even think about buying him?
No.
If you saw Saw Gerrera for $4 plus $5 shipping, would you buy him?
No.
Right? He's not right. That's
I'd buy him for like $2.
right. You buy him for $2 to $3 shipping.
Yeah, and that's with other figs that I want more.
Yeah.
If he comes along with the seller, sure, I'll pick him up. But no, I don't care about
But
Saw Gerrera.
the Darth Maul could be really good. The Qui-Gon could be good. If the Qui-Gon has a cloth piece, I would love
Padme is
that.
gonna look sweet.
I
When's the
don't
last
think it's
time?
going to be Padme.
You don't think so?
No, I saw an update. It's not going to be Padme or Pinaka. That's the fig set from the other one.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be young Anakin and Guerrero, I think.
Okay. How much was the last one?
I don't know.
What was it 2015? Or
17? I'm not
17?
sure.
Well, I'm definitely gonna be keep my eye on that one for sure. Is that the one I had? Let's go up. Wait, where's that picture?
No, that's not the one he had.
I don't. What the heck?
It doesn't look that good.
That older one looks terrible. Look at that Poncho Qui-Gon though.
I know, it's sick.
Poncho Qui-Gon is crazy.